Hello again. One of the problems which have found in the past with very clever people is that they sometimes fail to see something which is blindingly obvious to those of us who are less intellectually gifted. This tendency is one possible explanation for what is currently going on with the Office for Students, the government department charged with making sure that university students in Britain are getting a good deal. Those in charge at the Office for Students have noticed something which they find disturbing and quite baffling. This is that at some of the poorer and less academic universities in the country, students have an alarming habit of signing up for courses, registering at the university, and then promptly dropping out and disappearing. This is known as a university having a low progression rate. That is to say that not all the students progress from their first year to the second. The Office for Students gives us examples of two universities with especially high numbers of students behaving in this way, leaving without continuing their courses. At London Metropolitan University, for instance, over a quarter of first-year students drop out in this way. In the description to this video, I give a link to a couple of news items about this puzzling behaviour of first-year students at London Metropolitan University. Let me give a few facts about the university which might help viewers solve this strange mystery and prove that they are sharper than all those brain boxes at the Office for Students. The first thing to bear in mind is that London Metropolitan is, not to put too fine a point on it, a really shit university. I give a link to the university ratings in this country, and we see that out of the 132 universities in Britain, London Metropolitan is graded at 128, right near the bottom. The next thing we see when looking at London Metropolitan's website is that they seem to be enormously popular with overseas students. They boast that they have students from 143 different countries at the university. Indeed, the university goes out of its way to find students in other countries. We read that our international team is committed to delivering a quality service to our students, staff, partners and alumni across the world. Throughout the academic year, we visit a number of countries. Yes, this university actually sends out teams of people, chiefly to the third world, in order to tout for business. They run a lot of events in India. A section of their website is headed International Advice, Immigration Support, and they offer specific tips on obtaining visas for students coming from abroad. Now, on the face of it, from a purely educational point of view, this all sounds very odd. One can understand that an American student might come to this country on a Rhodes Scholarship to study at Oxford University, say. Former President Bill Clinton did this, of course. But why would a student from the Central African Republic or the Congo travel all the way to England to study at a really poor university like London Metropolitan? And then after going to all that trouble and getting a visa and all the rest of it, why would he then not even complete his first year, but drop out and vanish from sight? This really is a mystery, and I hope that viewers will be able to come up with the explanation which seemingly eludes the Office for Students. The question is, are those civil servants really so completely stupid that they do not realise what is going on here? Or are they simply trained to ignore what is plainly apparent to everybody else in this country?